So we're going into weeks 3 and 4. I needed to decide which horse I was going to show and which one I was going to tip. So I set up some goals for each of the horses. And this is Pumbaa's goals, and we're going to go over them shortly. And my decision was going to be based off of kind of which horse accomplished more goals. Obviously, Pumbaa was further along than Rip, but I made it, a goal. So I talked a little bit about how I changed things up with his training. And this is kind of a cool clip. This is the first day he really just like followed me around. I was setting up my video. I have a Pixio, and it just follows me around. So is Pumbaa. He's following me around. So I thought that was kind of neat. But here's kind of some of the stuff that I started doing with him. I was doing some liberty work, which, if you know me, I'm not really a big liberty person, but it seems to work best for this horse. He doesn't like anything on his head. He doesn't like to be restricted. And then this was kind of funny. He decided to, he stayed real close with me, and then I asked for a little more energy. And when I asked for more energy, we were working on loading in the trailer, and he decided to just load himself up. Which leads me to our first goal, which was load in the trailer and back out. So I had the trailer set up by the round pen so I could liberty train him to get in it. But here I am leading him to get in and backing him out. I'm sorry that you can't really see that well, but you can kind of tell that there's a horse in the trailer right now. And here in a second I'm going to ask him to back out. So he accomplished goal number 1. This was like my first day going through these goals. And I really like this goal setting because it makes me reach for something. So here's goal number 2, lead and lunge over obstacles. Now Pumbaa had a really hard time and he wanted to drag me around the arena when I'd ask him to do obstacles. So I decided to change things up again, and I put all the obstacles against the rail. That way he only had one out, really. I mean, and he doesn't really have very many outs, but the fence creates a little bit of a barrier and a guide to show him that he needs to go over the obstacles. So, and also just putting a lot less pressure on this guy. When you up the pressure, he just kind of checks out and he wants to just drag me around. Also, I changed it up and I'm doing lots of positive reinforcement with him. Changed his name to Pumbaa and he fits it quite well. He's very much a pig. He loves food, so positive reinforcement really works for him as far as feeding him treats anytime he does anything good. So that's another thing that I've changed with our training. So here I'm just asking him to go over the culvert on the ground and some poles. And it was interesting because, I mean, we had a big fight about just going over these poles when they were in the middle of the arena. And it wasn't that he was scared of them, he just kind of refused to do stuff. You know, he just had that mentality of like, no, I'm not going to. You're not going to make me. So, the last obstacle that I worked on was the bridge, and by that time he kind of got the idea. And again, the bridge is on the fence, all the obstacles are on the fence, and this was just to help him figure out how to do them without having a big exit plan. So going into goal number 3, we accomplished that goal number 2 really well. Walk, trot, lope in the arena comfortably. So Pumbaa had a lot of trouble just kind of guiding around. He kind of just wanted to take off with me. But this is when his lope started to relax a little bit. This is not the greatest video of it, but now at the end of this 2 weeks, it's a lot better. I don't have a lot of walk trot video to show, but I do want to say that he is a lot better with this. And goal number 4, steering in the arena. Just having a lot of trouble guiding him around. This is kind of one of the first days that I actually rode in the arena with him. I rode in the arena, and then I took him back to the round pen because we were just a disaster out in the arena. He just was kind of out of control. So this is kind of going back to going in the arena and just doing things very, very slow. Goal number 5 was to chase cows. So you'll see in this video how relaxed he is. So this is how far he came after those last couple of videos. I mean, he just, it's a different horse. And here he is my favorite part. He's just totally pinning his ears and chasing that cow. And another fun thing was my cows just kept going over this bridge and we just would follow over them. So that must just be something with me and my horses. We just like to go over obstacles, and I'm sure if that culvert was up, we'd be going over that too. But I had moved it off the fence, and so I was pretty excited to see that he's really cowy, not afraid of the cows, really just enjoys chasing them. So this will be a fun thing to do with him. And there was a really nice stop. I don't know if you saw it, but I was like, wow, that was cool. I was able to pull him away from a cow. So goal number 6, trot in hand. We need to do this at the show. There's just a couple short clips of me practicing this. This is the first day asking him to do it. Now he trots pretty good in hand. But I use a round pen or a fence to start just so they have somewhere, no exit plan. Number 7, haltering. So when I first got Pumbaa, he really hated his nose to be touched. This is not the greatest video, but it's the only one I had of me haltering him. But I just wanted to show, like, he used to turn his nose completely away, and now he's just like really good about it. Like, he actually comes up to me to be haltered. So it's really neat that he's changed so much. Goal number 8, some tarp work. I actually did not get this on video, so I thought I'd throw in some other clips of me picking up his feet. Another thing we have to do in the handling and conditioning class. And he's really just coming along. And he always looks kind of grumpy, I've noticed, but he has little ears. So, and he's actually not grumpy. He's just kind of, it's just kind of his resting face. He's just a really chill dude. Kind of a neat little horse. I really didn't like him, but I've actually changed my thoughts about him completely. 180. Him and I both did a 180. And this is another reason why I've completely done a 180 on him. But you'll see this. This is really neat. Stop. He does right here. He totally just puts his butt under him, and he left some nice 11s in the ground. I was like, wow, that's cool. Goal number 9 is ride over some obstacles. Obviously he goes over them with the cows. But before, we were just really struggling, big fight to get him over obstacles. That was the first time I was making him go over obstacles, when I was in the red shirt. So there was a lot more relaxed. He's a very forward horse. He does like to go a little bit, which is fine. He's just a good guy. Going over the culvert, and then this is just showing a nice relaxed walk here, and then we go over to the push barrel, which he did great at. So, and he likes to push things, so this actually didn't surprise me too much. So he did great on that. And then so goal number 10, we're gonna go into stand tied. He stands like a rock to be saddled, put his boots on. There's the patience pole. He got a bath that day. Really just good. And goal number 11, which I added on afterwards, was to swing a rope on him. And this, I'm just kind of desensitizing him to it. I'd just gotten it off of my saddle, was just kind of petting him both ends. I wanted to give him a real loose rein. I'm back in the round pen just for safety reasons. I really had to, in the beginning with him, I didn't use spurs. I would use the end of my lead rope to get him going, and he would bolt forward. So I thought he might um, be nervous about this, but I mean, he really didn't even care. He got a little wide-eyed a couple times, but not like he didn't bolt forward or anything. He just was super cool about it. So this is neat because I'm a roper, um, and definitely gonna make a goal for the next couple weeks to rope a cow on him and really just get his mind going good doing that kind of stuff. Roping is just amazing for horses. Like, it just totally relaxes them. So I'm just asking him to back up. This guy's getting really soft. He's really, he wants to be heavy sometimes, like, and pushy, but then he can be really, really light, which is neat. So just gonna swing the rope a couple times here, and then I'm gonna actually throw it. And I wanted to show all of that. I just do it real simply at a walk, stop. Just let him stop if he wants to, like he did there. Through the rope. He looked at it, but he really didn't do anything. So that's the end of that. I'm going to go into my next set of goals. I thought this was kind of fun, so I'll read them to you guys and go from there. So work on lateral work, haul somewhere, trail ride alone, work on obstacles off of the fence, open gates, drag something, more tarp work, lay down, rope cows off of him, and ride him bareback. I hope you look forward to seeing Pumbaa accomplish those next set of goals. So with Pumbaa accomplishing all of this, I did decide to show him. He just is so much further along than Rip, and Rip is just so scared of people. So look forward to seeing Pumbaa in the future and seeing him in Fort Worth. Please subscribe to my YouTube account, Rock Horses, and thanks for watching.